Hey guys, T-Bull here. Today I got to look at the update for World of Warships Legends that's coming out next Monday, August 12th. And in the background I do have a V170 game, which is one of the destroyers that will be fully unlocked. So I'm just going to jump right into it here. So the biggest news of this update is the hunt for the Tirpitz Campaign, which according to this is going to last till September 15th, so it's going to be just over a month. 100 stages for the campaign. End reward for the Admiralty Backing branch is the Tier 7 premium German battleship, the Tirpitz. Similar to the Bismarck, but with the addition of torpedoes. So that's going to be a pretty sweet ship. I'm looking forward to earning that. I'm sure a lot of people are as well. Now, if you're not familiar with how the campaigns work, you have a series of weekly challenges and then series of challenges that are active throughout the entire campaign. To get the ship, you have to buy what's called Admiralty Backing. I don't see it listing here exactly what the cost is for the campaign, but it's going to be significantly less in terms of doubloons than buying a ship would be if you bought it outright in the store. But you have to complete every challenge, and you have to buy the Admiralty Backing. Now, if you complete every challenge and do that, then the ship reward will be there at the end of the campaign. There's a lot of rewards throughout the campaign as well, but if you are unable to complete certain challenges, like one of them will be 150k damage in a single game, if you don't get that, then you'll be a little bit short in terms of how many stages you've completed. You can then spend additional doubloons to skip those stages. Now, if you're not interested in paying any doubloons, there's a free branch of rewards in the campaign that you'll have access to for free. And there's, there'll be a lot of stuff there. In this particular case, the end reward is a German commander crate for the free branch as well. So keep that in mind. But the Tirpitz is going to be the one that I think most people are excited about. Now, in the current campaign, there's a currency called Deutsche Marks, which they've been saying you're going to be able to spend those next campaign. So I've been hanging on to all the rest of them that I've been getting. But now they're saying there's a new currency called Thalers, I believe it's called, that you'll be able to be using those to get the crates that potentially would have the battleships. So what can you spend the Deutsche Marks on? Well, they have one screenshot, and in that screenshot there's a XP booster, there's some sort of other booster in front of it that's kind of cut off, and those have the Deutsche Mark icon. Then the Thaler icon, there's the German crate that potentially has the ship, the Hunter camouflage, and then some more commander crates for the Thaler. So in my mind, the Deutsche Marks probably aren't going to be able to be spent on a lot of cool things. I don't know that. Don't shoot the messenger. My strategy is going to be to spend the Deutsche Marks today and see if I can unlock any extra German destroyers. Again, that's a gamble. Maybe there'll be some cool stuff that I wish I would have rather spent the Deutsche Marks on, but that's going to be up to you to decide. And I will have a copy of I'll have a link to the patch notes in the description below, so you can take a look at some of these screenshots for yourself. One of the things you'll be able to spend the Thalers on is the permanent camos for the Tier 4 ships. Tier 4 German ships, that is. So, and then they say they're going to introduce more permanent camos as time goes on, but that's going to be kind of the first option. So that's kind of interesting. And then both Deutsche Marks and Thalers will be swapped out for credits at 7,500 credit per Deutsche Mark / Thaler at the end of the campaign. So keep that in mind. Again, I'm going to go ahead and spend my Deutsche Marks now. I'm not recommending you do that or not. That's up to you. Now the big other thing is obviously that for the update is the destroyers that are currently early access are now going to be just straight up introduced in the game. So right now there's tier 3 through 6 that you could potentially get out of the German crates that you could buy with Deutsche Marks. The whole branch, which is going to be tier 2 through 7, culminating in the Z23 is going to be just fully in the game to grind away at. So if you've unlocked a German Destroyer, you keep that already. You keep the XP, whatever you've earned on it already, if you've upgraded it, and so on and so forth. So, you know, and then from there you're just going to be able to grind on. So that's pretty exciting. The German DDs look pretty strong to me, especially the Z23. I'm really excited to get going with that. And I will be streaming on Monday, at least that's my plan, but I'm 95% sure I'll be able to. Probably about 10 a.m. Central, we'll be grinding away at those German Destroyers if you're interested in tuning in for that. And then the German Battleships are going to be early access like the Destroyers are now currently. So again, you'll be spending those thalers potentially on the German crates, which could get, you know, there's a chance that these ships will be in there. Not the Bismarck, which is going to be the Tier 7. That's going to be held off until the next update. But you can have access to the Tier 3 Kaiser, the Tier 4 Koenig, the Tier 5 Bayern, and the Tier 6 Gneisenau. Now, these German battleships are close quarters brawlers, similar to the Scharnhorst, which if you've been playing any Tier 5 and up games, you've definitely seen that ship recently. It's a badass ship. If you haven't seen it, I do have at least one replay on my channel that you can find in the Battleship playlist. So those are the highlights of the update for me. There's a couple other things. They're going to add achievements to the game, and those are retroactive, so you're probably going to turn on the game and just your system will blow up and you'll have 500 achievements. I don't know. They do, yeah, they work backwards, so if you would have earned them already, you'll get them. And then there's this new kind of booster epic, which you get by combining all your other ones. I don't personally use boosters really much. I put them on my premiums for like credit earners. But you can combine 3 rare boosters into these epic boosters, and they kind of provide additional economic ones. Now if you combine those performance ones, whatever they're called, like we were talking about those in my Discord the other day, I have like 2,000 or something like those. The epic version of that adds 3% to your firing range, which is a tangible benefit, you know, so something to think about. And other than that, there's a little bit of sound improvements, graphic improvements, which aren't delineated particularly carefully. Some UI improvements. One thing that a lot of people will kind of jump for joy, you can sell your Tier 1 ships now, so a little bit less clutter. I'm still hoping they get around to creating a system in the menu to allow sorting to become easier with different options to sort. I think it's a higher priority for me and a lot of players than maybe they realize. They think it's just kind of a you know, quality of life improvement that they call it, which is fine. I understand they're working on improving the content of the game first, but I would work on that one because as the more and more ships you get, the more and more annoying this current system is. So that's pretty much it. Again, I'll put a link to the full thing in the description here if you want to check it out. But the campaign for the Tirpitz is kind of the main one, and then of course the destroyers being fully unlocked and the battleships being early access for me. So I'm pretty excited about this. I do want to hear what you guys think though in the comments below. So let me hear from you there. This game's about to be over in terms of action. There's a little bit of sailing around, so I'll just kind of trim it down. You can see the scorecard at the end of this. But again, I do want to hear from you guys, your thoughts on the campaigns. Let me know. If you did like this video though, please hit the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, you should consider subscribing. I got a lot of World of Warships coming all the time. And we'll see you guys all later. Alright, peace.